It's about It's about to be good. 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 Es war nicht geworden. It's It's
And we are going live in 3, 2, 1.
I am in.
Here we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Snodacast Episode 6. I am your host, BlackShy56, and I am, of course, joined by the one that is trying to blind you, Shadow.
Turn it off.
Yeah.
Bro.
The one that apparently always looks off in disinterest, Gallows. The one that... Oh, fuck, he's actually here. Joe.
Oh, shit. Hey.
And, of course, one that is almost always having technical difficulties. Nah, I'm messing with him. We all love him. Binks,
Mouse
a.k.a. Tyron.
A.K.A. Mouse and Dog.
I'll get it working. Don't worry. I'm trying to get it to work.
We're good. You're good, buddy. We're just teasing you a little bit. All right. Well, this can't be any episode of the Snodacast without asking the age-old question. How's everybody's week? All right. The way that we are going to start this is going to be, we're going to go to Shadow, Gallows, Joe, and then Tyrant, and then we'll go to me, and then we'll get right into it. So, I got to ask the age-old question. Shadow, how was your week?
It's been pretty good.
That's good.
Send your
Care
butthole
to
eBay and have
elaborate or anything like that? No? Okay. Fair enough. Gallows, how's your week?
Oh, it's been a good week. Got an interview for a job.
That's good.
Then canceled. Now I gotta wait for them to contact me back to tell me when they're gonna do another. What time?
Wasn't canceled. They just didn't think you were a good fit.
Fair enough. Well, let's hope that you you get that job interview and you get that job, buddy. All right. So I'm gonna probably regret asking this. Joe, how was your week?
Oh, I'm over the flu, whatever I had now.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
And I'm actually starting to set things back up where I can actually start PT, physical therapy.
That's good.
That's great. That's awesome.
I meant
man.
to have it to like 2020, but then we all got COVID. So it just... I'm hoping to at least get my arms back up to strength, because I've been losing a lot of strength, like in both arms, and
That's
hopefully
yeah.
PT can also get my knees and legs back up. So it's just like my biggest problem has been that I just haven't been able to. I've been like trying to exercise, but I've just been losing motivation, and
That is the biggest struggle.
But I guess it's just that being in that car accident, like, it kind of like made me a little more. It kind of really didn't. I didn't break nothing, but oh, yeah, okay. Well, to sum it up, like, it's kind of been tricky to like move around and do exercising involving my legs, because because of my knees.
Right.
I've been
Sum it
there, bro.
all
Keep
up.
at it, brother.
Sum it all up, like, I'm hoping with PT, I'm hoping to at least get these money-making hands back to what they used to be pre-COVID.
Right.
So,
Joe is requiring or giving out their...
I have a weird story to tell you about that too.
All right.
I'll focus on those later.
Let's
One of the eggs obviously in a little harvesting a little chicken.
all right.
It was fully incubated, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Anyway,
Actual.
So
Like a little flirt.
Binks.
Like a little.
Hold on
Oh,
one
gosh.
second. Hold on one second. Let me correct you. Hey, Gallows.
Yeah.
Mute, please. If you're gonna be done,
All right.
I hate to be a dick about it. I really do. But like, all right, cool.
You said it
All right.
once, make you a dick.
Yeah. Anyways, that being said, Binks, how's your week, buddy?
Eventful. I would say eventful.
Eventful is a good way to put it.
Yeah. I think I fought more with my employers more than I have with everyone else. So yeah, it's been eventful. I'm currently applying the frickin'. If you hear my keyboard hitting, constantly over here. I am currently putting in an application for another job because I am not doing overnight and I'm not staying at Ross. So wish me luck, guys.
Absolutely, buddy.
I
I
can
will say
understand.
overnight's kind of overrated. Not gonna lie.
It's all the way in Mansfield, so I gotta drive all the way to Mansfield, stay from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. and then drive back, and then sleep and then go back the next day. It's like,
that.
oh my god. I mean, sure, it's 17 an hour. The pay is good, but at the same time, I want my rest, and I really want something that's like, you know, constant and just not like off. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it. Yeah.
Wait, which part of Mansfield?
It's I don't remember what it was, but I know it's a school stadium that I have to watch, and I'm literally just sitting in my fucking car, just gonna just.
You know,
watch
I
it.
actually, well, with the exception of most of 6th grade, I basically went to school at Mansfield ISD for most of my childhood.
Nice.
So you stay close to Mansfield then?
I lived like close enough to historic downtown.
I stay away from downtown because I hate downtown in any city.
Like, oh,
Dallas, Fort Worth, fucking Mansfield, any city.
the last
Fucking
time
Houston.
I went there after having lived in Fort Worth after coming back in 2016, they got a mellow mushroom pizza going over there downtown.
Oh, off the
historic
University. There's another one over off of University. I've been meaning to try it. It's just super expensive, and it's also really out of the way. I don't go down there anymore. I used to work at a Target over by Montgomery Plaza. And then I would pass by the mellow mushroom all the freaking time, and I'm like, oh, I really want to try it, but
I
like,
worked down for spring break.
ugh,
Can't make any promises.
nah.
I'm not saying I'd take you to Mel Mushroom, but maybe I'd show you where
Here's the thing about
stomping
spring
grounds.
break, buddy, is most likely, I'm hoping at least, I've applied for something called NRO with Cane's. It's called New Restaurant Open. I'm hoping that they have something, and it turns out I don't have to be full-time in order to go out of state. I'm hoping that there would be something out of state. Like, I would actually like to go there for a week. Not that I wouldn't like to hang out with you, but it's more like I'd like to experience like what is Cane's like outside of outside of Texas. Like, I kind of want to experience that,
The
especially
fucking
new
same,
restaurants.
it's food.
Well, over here.
That's true. I'm just talking about I
want
want to travel a little bit more, and I think that's a good way to do it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's just, you know, I don't know. I want to get a little bit of traveling out of the way. But yeah,
Are you just planning on traveling then a little bit?
yeah, I would have to save up a lot of money for that, and I don't really have the time or money to do that.
Come down after you're traveling. Maybe I could show you my stomping grounds.
Maybe. I don't know. Just depends.
The schools I've been to.
Your shopping grounds are the front yard.
Maybe my meatballs. Ranch and Burleson.
All right. Well, before we get into a complete and total diss battle from each other, well, more like a massacre on Joe, Binks, any more things happen
always
this
win.
week?
Not really. Other than the fact that I almost got into a fight with an old white woman and her son.
Ooh, that must have been entertaining.
That literally happened like an hour ago.
What's this fight about?
Yeah,
We need to know about this one.
yeah, we do. We got to know about this
Please,
Y'all want to hear
a
it?
little bit after, maybe, but
Yeah. I would
Please
say until the
enlighten us.
end. Or do you want to
Okay.
hear it now? Or do you want to hear it at the end?
yeah, let's just get it out of the way.
Screw it.
Yeah.
So, off of Hewlin Street, there's like this Chili's, and she decided, hey, you know what? He's going down 40 miles per hour, and he has the right of way. Let me jump in front of him real quick, maybe 2 inches away from just wrecking her shit in. I honk at her. She looks at me crazy. She follows me all the way into the Walmart parking lot, and I park my car. She parks right, maybe a couple spots away. She comes out of her car and starts hitting my fucking mirrors and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? So I rolled up my window. I says, there an issue? like I already know what the problem is. And she tells me, like, what the fuck are you honking at me for? You fucking. I'm like, I said, first of all, you don't cut me off. Okay, I had the right of way. So she gets in my face. We yell back at each other, and then her son gets out the car, and I'm like, oh shit, here comes this dumbass. So. So he sticks his hand inside my car and tries to open my door. So I open it for him, and I step out the car. And I ask him, hey, so what's your issue? And he's like, you don't get in my mama face. I said, well, she got in my face, so I can't really do nothing about that. So he steps closer to me. He's like, what you finna do, huh? You finna do something? I said, it all depends on how you react. I said, you got 2 choices. You can either turn around and walk away from the situation, and or we can fight it out like men. So this man looks at me for like 2 seconds or 3 and says, "Man, you ain't even fucking worth it, boy. You fucking punk ass." I'm like, "You still talking?" I'm like, "Damn, you walking away talking shit?" Like, I mean, I'm like, all I wanted to do was go to GameStop and buy a game, and this motherfucker, like, I already knew they were following me.
I know
It's not
exactly
even
what area
worth
you're
it
talking
anymore.
about.
Thanks.
Like, I wasn't even trying to like get into any altercation, but I just noticed they were following me like through and through. So I went to the Walmart parking lot. I was like, "Bro, what the fuck?" I said, "At least I got spaced a box." You know what I'm saying? Like,
I will say this: I
I'm
know
not
exactly
Disney
where you're
going to
talking about, and yeah,
you know
no,
where
that
Chili's is at?
GameStop.
That
I know
street?
exactly where that Chili's is at, and I know exactly which GameStop you're talking about. I even know what
The
Walmart
best
you're
part
talking
is
about.
I work at that GameStop. You know, every now and then they call me in to work up there,
I feel
and
bad
I'm
for
like,
you.
"Bro,
I dead ass feel bad for you, Banks.
oh no, that was the most eventful
Sister
fucking
worked
thing that
that
happened."
one in Houston. Her hours were getting cut before she left.
Oh, I know. I'm not getting any hours at all anymore.
There's
Like,
a reason why he
shit.
parked in the
Exactly.
Walmart parking lot.
No, that parking lot, that GameStop is at like a little strip, and like there's hardly like maybe 20 parking spots for 3 separate places. It is a pain in the ass. I hate parking
No,
there.
I'm saying in general.
Oh,
He
in general, yeah.
specific reason.
Yeah. Also, if you're gonna fight in any parking lot, do it in a Walmart one. Just because honestly,
least
they're
it'll be
used
fun.
to it.
Plus,
They're
it'd
just
be
used to
funny.
It would be funny. Don't get me wrong. It'd be even funnier to see all the uppity white people see 2 people fighting in a Target parking lot, but you will most likely get thrown out by security. You will probably have the cops called on you because of Target. That being said,
the best part is, friggin', they don't even have security up at Target. They have loss prevention, but if it happens
Yeah.
outside in the parking lot, they have to call police.
that's exactly my
Like-
point. They will call police. They'll be like, "Nah, we got 2
Or
dumbasses
sometimes they
fighting
don't
down
even
here."
fuck with them. Like, that's the best part.
That is true. Target sometimes, honestly, they're kind of. I used to work for them, so I kind of have a right to say this.
You used to
Sometimes
work at
they're.
Target?
I used to work at the one at Montgomery Plaza.
I got someone.
How did you even get a chance to even work there? Like,
Oh, I did overnight shit.
Why
So-
homeboys, fuck it, you're not worth it. Is he took a look at homeboy and was like, yeah, he could probably whoop my ass.
Thinks the guy's a fucking coward too, but you didn't hear
Absolutely.
that from me.
Absolutely.
that
Absolutely.
is
You see?
ridiculous.
Because
It was me in that
first
situation.
that situation, he tried opening the door for him.
Yeah. You don't do
Oh,
that
man, I would've
shit.
slammed
Nobody.
that fucking-
Nobody.
I would have slammed that door into his gut. You got me eating that. That would have been funny
That
thing to
is
see.
the attempt at taking power in the situation.
Okay, so Darren, Darren, my buddy Darren's in the I think Binks, you know who Darren is. Darren, yeah. Whenever we end up doing a Batman, whenever we do end up talking about the Batman, we will definitely have you on. You just got to message me on Discord. I'll send you the link to the Discord server. But yeah, we'll definitely be talking about that. I believe. When does it come out? I believe it comes out like next weekend, right?
With the
No,
new
it comes out in March.
Batman movie?
The new
Weekends or
Batman
next week.
movie comes out in March. So.
I found out something really interesting about the new Batman too.
Oh, I know. I've known a few more things. They actually released a prequel comic or a prequel book, and it turns out Bruce Wayne was a street racer for a little while.
Oh wow.
This particular version of Bruce Wayne. So I'm like, okay, hell yeah! But just for the episode, I got you. I understand, buddy. I completely understand. 100%. All right. So thank you for tuning in. By the way, if you want to try to keep the comments going, I know that'll get interaction. We'll definitely get our possible views up. I don't know. Just share it to anybody if you can. March, yeah, it comes out March 4th. So we will definitely be talking about that. But speaking of movies that are out, you guys ready to go to Now Showing?
Let's go.
All right. So, my week was just work, minus those 2 days of ice. So joyous. Anyways, on to Now Showing. So for
give
Now
you my
Showing,
condolences.
if I can freaking
Thanks.
find this shit. All right. Now Showing, of course, we have our lovely graphic. You got me till 9, absolutely. All right, this weekend we have Moonfall, the new Roland Emmerich disaster flick, and of course the one, the only Jackass Forever. And of course, I gotta
Pretty sure
ask.
you're talking about me.
No, we're talking about all of us. Anyways,
I am
that being
forever
said,
genius.
I do want to talk about. I understand, Darren. I 100% understand. I got D&D at 9. Good on you, buddy. Anyways, I do want to talk about Roland Emmerich's Moonfall because I've been told, well, granted, it is your stereotypical survival horror, or not survival horror, but like survival disaster flick. Because, I mean, it's from the same guy that gave us, not only did he give us Independence Day, he gave us Independence Day Resurgence. He gave us the 90s Godzilla movie, which was terrible. He gave us freaking Day After Tomorrow. He gave us 2012. I mean, this dude is like known
Like,
for
almost
this
scary.
stuff. Disaster movies is like his niche. And I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, this is essentially the same bullshit, but apparently this is so embraces the freaking insanity of it all. I mean, this literally has the moon with like giant alien shit in it, and it's out of orbit attacking the Earth. Like, bruh, I need to see this movie for how bad it is.
I take so many points away for it kind of being unoriginal.
It's not unoriginal. I mean, it kind of is, kind of isn't, but like,
Not completely, but it means like
I
it
will
just
say
doesn't-
this: it is
like,
an insane
everything
premise.
been done.
I don't know.
That's true
I don't know.
with everything
Isn't
that
it-
he's done.
Or some other dickhead or Michael Bay. It's
Sounds ridiculous.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm down for anybody that finds their niche and doesn't really want to change. I'm down for that. I mean, I have my certain niche. Dude, for the longest time, I've wanted to direct a horror movie. A big budget horror movie. Like, I mean, like a relatively decent sized budget horror movie. Like, I've always wanted to do that because horror, I feel, is one of the most original concepts.
Would I
There's
be one of your
one
co-writers?
director that I can never get disappointed at. James Cameron.
There's a
Yeah.
few things from James. Here's the problem I have with James Cameron. It's nothing against like him as a director or anything else. Like, he's directed one of my hands down my favorite survival horror movies, which is Aliens. I love the fuck out of Aliens. Do not get me wrong. I love Alien. Aliens is more my ground. Here's what I love about James Cameron. His movies are always an experience. I will not deny that. 100% always an experience.
You're
My problem,
when he's behind the director.
my problem with James Cameron
What's up?
almost always goes way too big. Not to say that it doesn't ever pay off. Look at Titanic, look at Avatar, look at a lot of things that he's done. But my biggest thing is I love him and I hate him. But honestly, Avatar, here's the thing. I think he's more of a visual than storyteller. That's my problem. I think he's more of a visual director than he is a storyteller. Why is Bigfoot on my stream? I don't know, man. Apparently we managed to shave and capture Bigfoot. I genuinely don't know. Anyways.
Hell yeah! Fuck yeah! We found him!
But
My feet are only size 12 unless you're not. Y'all are talking about me.
yeah. But that being said, I feel like we are talking about you. Anyways, that being said, you guys got any thought? I just basically I hated the story in Avatar. Story in Avatar is terrible. I fucking hate it. It's Dances with Wolves in Space. I don't care for it. However, I can watch that movie on mute and still be blown away.
I can agree.
I'm not a big old fan of.
Shadow
I'm not a
is
big fan of-
Bigfoot, apparently. Oh, that's Kenna that's asking.
I don't know. It's just, for me, when it comes out of horror movies, I think horror is kind of played out. There's not
Yeah.
really. To me, it feels like there's not really an original idea at the.
Oh no, I think survival disaster flicks are fucking dead in the water. I think 2012 is the one that killed it because honestly, there hasn't been a good one since. In my personal opinion, like a good one that had a lot of media coverage. And Darren, to answer your question, the best one that did something similar with the government trying to keep everybody calm is Don't Look Up on Netflix. But go ahead, Shadow.
I was saying that 2012 barely had a pulse, if it did. Because it's kind of like.
Once
out
they
there.
killed off Woody Harrelson, I was kind of out. I'm like, I'm done.
I've got to agree.
I'm just saying. I mean, don't
I
get
think
me
it
wrong.
might
It
be- I
was
think it-
awesome
I
how they
think
killed off
it-
Woody Harrelson. It was really
I
I
cool.
feel like it might have been because of the fact of it. What's it called?
We all fucking know that a rich kid is gonna change their mind that quickly.
No, I didn't expect the rich kid to change their minds that quickly, honestly. But that being said,
You're going rich, that's one way.
Yeah. All right. Well, I will say this.
Sick.
I'm super pumped to eventually find this movie in. Oh, we will talk. I'm just gonna say this real quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and go on to Jackass Forever. I eventually would love to find this in the bargain bin and just get either very happy with a lot of friends by a particular method of fun times, or get very, very happy with a lot of friends. By that I mean drunk, and tear this shit a new one. I have always wanted to get a bunch of friends together, get drunk or high, and just
I can do the latter.
riff raff. I want to do a riff tracks of any movie, and I have the perfect one for it. As soon as I get my own place, if I get 4 or 5 of my friends and we're all gonna get wasted and we're gonna be like, all right, we're watching this shit, we're gonna riff the fuck out of it.
I can do the
Are
second
we
one,
basically
but-
gonna do this movie Sins shit?
What's up?
Have you ever watched the movie Sins on YouTube?
CinemaSins? Oh yeah. I mean, I like CinemaSins. They've kind of gone
I
down
need
their
to
own.
watch-
Here's the thing.
watch on it.
CinemaSins has kind of gone up their own ass, in my personal opinion.
Oh my God,
Same thing with Ethan
Jesus
Klein from
Christ.
HVH3, but That's not
Yeah.
the topic.
Well, no. HVH3 went way up his own ass. I think he's at the point where his head's coming out of his mouth. Anyways,
beef with it.
CinemaSins is I think they've gone up their own ass a little bit, and that's kind of why I stopped watching them. They kind of got self-indulgent, and that's like they originally said we're not critics, we're assholes. And now they're saying, well, and now that we've done so many movies, we are technically critics. And I'm like, no, that's not part of the joke, man. That's not funny. Now you're up your own ass again. And it's like, that's why I kind of stopped watching them. Don't get me wrong, I still support them. I'll watch them every now and then, but like, I kind of stopped watching them. I prefer Cinema Wins more than anything else.
They're older shit when they actually were legit.
Oh, yeah. When they relentlessly did some shit, it'd be like, narration,
Yeah,
ding. I'm like, okay, that was good.
the way they did Twilight.
Oh, fuck, how they did
Really easy to
Twilight,
get into.
yeah. But anyways, on to Jackass Forever.
Oh, beautiful.
Bro, I can't wait for this movie. I've been
As
catching
someone
up
that's
with
been
it.
Waiting for them to make another Jackass
yeah.
for the longest time.
I think this is how they're
Goddamn.
gonna bow out too. I think this is gonna be the final movie because I
You
don't
think so?
I don't think it's gonna make as much. Well, I think it's gonna make a lot of money because it is a pretty commonly known name, whereas Roland Emmerich hasn't been a household name since the 90s. I will say this: I genuinely think it's gonna make a lot of its budget back. I just don't think they're gonna make another one because you cannot have Jackass with at least Steve-O, Wee Man, and Johnny Knoxville. You can't.
Hollywood does
There's
not think
no
that,
way.
though.
All right, here's a little tidbit for everybody. Did you know that Wee Man is actually Hispanic?
You know, in some ways, I'm not
No, I did
surprised.
not.
I'm not surprised in
I
some
did
ways.
not know that.
I
just thought
think
he
I
was-
somewhat felt that he was.
Yeah.
Like lot Puerto Rican or something?
I think he is Puerto Rican, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up.
But that being said,
But yes, I will say, if you've never seen the show or the other movies, go fucking watch them.
they are pretty good. I haven't seen the show, but I will eventually
Apparently
watch the
his
show.
actual last
Them.
name is Acuna, which is
Acunda?
Hispanic.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no. He was born in Italy.
Wee Man was born in Italy. Maybe he was an army brat.
More likely he was because
Biography says he grew up in Pisa, Italy, and grew up in Torrance, California.
he was a military brat.
He's a military
Actually-
brat. Yeah.
He is a Mexican and German.
He's a military brat.
Yeah, he's military brat.
There's no way he's not. He has to be a military brat. Nobody has that kind of lineage and then lives in those two places. I'm telling you, like, nah, he's a military brat.
It is something.
I'm just saying, man. It would be really coincidental if he wasn't.
He apparently opened a franchise of something in Long Beach, California called Corona Tacos, but
Yeah,
more on that.
you didn't know that?
Day.
Anyways, I will say this. I think this is how they're gonna bow out. I know that there are two people that did not show up in this movie. Ryan Dunn, mostly because he's dead. And then they do not have Bam Guerrera. Bam Guerrera is not shown up. He's not in this one for personal reasons. No, he's not showing up at all in this movie.
I think one of his sons might make it, though. I think that's what I've heard.
Bam Guerrera?
Yeah.
Hey, Chad.
He at least probably shot like one stun or something.
Who the fuck is Bam Margera?
Bam Margera. You don't know who Bam is out of the freaking Jackass crew? Bam?
That's not.
He does some pranks. He did some pranks.
Okay, I'm
on
sorry,
his
what?
dad and mom.
That's not how you say his name.
I'm sorry.
You butchered his name?
I butchered his
dare you
name.
butcher
Okay,
his
to
name.
be fair, I am a new Jackass fan, so you can kiss my ass. Anyways,
And you're,
I'm a Jackass fan, but not that much. I didn't even know half these characters.
Ryan
people's
Dunn
names,
is
but
Ryan Dunn tragically died in a car accident.
And Steve.
But I
he shot
know.
Steve after the second one.
Yes.
He did also
Yeah,
was on
he
camera.
died. He died before they could make the third one with him.
No, he was in the third one though, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't.
No.
No,
He died
Ryan
before
Dunn
he
wasn't
could
in the
be
third
sold.
one.
In one of the scenes in part 3.
Oh, they did. They had him for the opening, and I think they had him for a few stunts, and then I think that was whenever he died. I think there was like a whole thing on like he may have not. I think they weren't gonna release Jackass 3D for a while, out of respect. Yeah.
Right.
And then when they decided, I think they put in loving memory
Here
of him.
for it.
Huh?
Bam's TV show took a halt when Ryan died.
That's because Bam and Ryan are really fucking close.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like,
Those two were
it's
fucking
not
close
really
together.
a running joke, but he's been kind of in and out of rehab.
Yeah, Bam has been in and out of rehab. That was part of the reason why I think they didn't have him back. Is apparently like after Brian died, he was like, nah. He went in a very, very big downward spiral.
Down dark place.
Yeah, and I think that's part of the reason why he's back. He's not in this
Bam.
one.
At least in the first and second, actually, there was some funny shit involving his parents.
Okay, yeah, with his parents, I thought those were some really funny things. There was some stuff in the third one that was pretty funny with them as well. I will say this though, I did not relate to a single person more until they put that King Cobra in his fucking pen. And I was like, yeah, no, that's me. I'd be like, nah, fuck you. Fuck all of you guys. I hate snakes. I do
been
not
fun
like
of that.
snakes.
Was it? It was a cobra, if I remember.
Dude, with a big nose. What's up? Hey, thanks
You
for
probably
pointing out
forget.
my fucking nose. Thank you. I fucking love that. Joyous.
Imagine I just shoved a corn in your face, Christian. You probably just flip the fuck out.
No,
damn.
I fucking hate
That's
snakes.
aggressive,
I will
bruh.
I will kick the shit out of you. I don't care if it's poisonous or not. All snakes bite, and fuck you.
Black Mammoths are the ones.
What about if it's a small
Fine.
little grass snake that's
Fine.
more scared of you?
Well, I know most snakes are more scared of anybody than anything else. Like except for boa constrictors. Boa constrictors can go fuck right off.
Big.
Those fuckers are
And
big.
Nicki Minaj and
Nah, you're good, Mer.
My house, homie.
Yeah.
Don't know what this is, but this is my house.
Yeah, but I will say this. I do want a bearded dragon. I don't hate all lizards.
Bearded dragon.
I want a bearded dragon though.
Where you
What
gonna
do you
get
want a bearded dragon for? You
A bearded dragon?
You can't.
Does that
Why?
mean you're a lizard person?
No, I'm not 100%. I'm more of a dog person than anything else, but I do want a bearded
No, I
dragon.
meant like a conspiracy theory.
Fuck
thing.
you.
God damn, what the fuck?
Anyways, we've been going on for an hour. We need to go ahead. Any more thoughts, comments, concerns on either Moonfall or Jackass Forever?
Everything.
I
I'll give
I
a
wanna
fuck
go
about
watch 'em.
Moonfall, but Jackass Forever. I would say probably the last with Knoxville and everyone, but you probably know Hollywood and Paramount are gonna be like, all right, let's.
Well,
Just
they
make
do
a new
have a
Jackass.
few
don't
new
have-
members.
They introduced a new lady member.
They introduced
I
a
think.
few new members, yeah.
That's
Probably-
the thing.
Yeah, and the last one they said they introduced some new people. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
They'll probably focus on the new people going
Yeah.
forward, maybe.
But that being said, you guys ready to go into our first topic for tonight?
Yep.
1
All
second.
right. All right.
They tend
I'm
and
doing
not
my best to multitask as possible. So I'm
simply
sorry.
because there is no contract.
That's true. There is no contract with them. I forgot about that.
They have said specifically anytime they do not want to make a movie, they can just say go fuck yourself.
That's true.
Well, people could change their tune with time.
The top left to the
Time
outside
and money,
goes
man.
left.
Time and money. No, but I do agree. All right. So you guys ready to go into our first topic?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Yeah, have a good one, Darren. All right. So our first topic for the night is John Berthenol will be returning in the MCU as the one, the only Nick, or is it Nick Castle? I forget. It was. I know it. Frank Castle. Frank Castle. I know. Sorry. Blech. Anyways, Frank Castle, aka the Punisher. And I'm super pumped about it. However, I know that they're probably going to give him his new logo instead of his skull, because that's a big thing right now. Also, because Chinese markets don't like skulls.
Wait, we actually care about what the Chinese market wants?
Yes, motherfucker. They are the one that make like half the freaking global budget.
What the?
I'm just being
I'm gonna close the
sarcastic.
door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, what were you saying, Shadow?
Or China,
I would just
CCP are
said
probably
that
gonna,
might give it a cameo if anything.
God damn!
Like
Let me
they
know you
do
don't
take
remember. All right.
Holy shit! I'm like she fucking Joker. God damn!
That's true. Your head. Anyways, what were you saying, Shadow?
I was saying they'll probably give the skull a cameo somewhere.
Probably. But yeah, that's the whole reason why we didn't see in the new Mortal Kombat movie. That is the whole reason why we only saw half a skeleton face on Scorpion instead of a full skeleton face. Just saying.
Boy, like,
Yep.
I'm not really a big fan of the Marvel series.
Oh, I'm
Punisher.
talking about the Mortal Kombat movie.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Oh, I was saying
So,
China they have a huge thing against demons and skulls. And unfortunately, they also make up half of the global market whenever it comes to movies.
Guarantee
And-
they've seen writer.
Yeah. But that being said, any more thoughts, comments, concerns on this? Because I'm actually super pumped because I think he was one of the best on-screen Punishers. Don't get me wrong. I like what's his name from the one with Travolta. I can't remember his name, but I like him. He's okay. I think John Berthenol is a good choice.
I'm more of a Warzone, more of the Warzone type.
You know what's
Right.
funny is he actually played Volstagg in Thor: The Dark World, and actually all three
Oh,
Thor
really?
movies. Yeah, the same guy who played
Shit.
Punisher and Punisher Warzone played Volstagg.
He's
So-
more of my favorite Punisher out of the three.
I think one
out
of
of the
the
three.
Warriors free.
Yeah, he was one of the worst three. Anyways, Shadow, what were you trying to say?
Oh, yeah, I think he's
I
a
was
big
saying
guy.
he's definitely one of my favorite.
Mhm.
He definitely completely embodies the character.
Oh yeah,
I mean, shit, we have a whole scene where he's beating the fuck out of people with just a Jack Daniels bottle.
that is true. I remember that. Yeah,
It's fucking awesome.
it is. That it is. But yeah. Any more thoughts? Comment. Tyron, you didn't really say any
I
thoughts?
didn't really
Comments?
have much to say because I had something going on in the background. I don't know if y'all heard it.
Nah, we heard a little bit. But yeah, what
That's
do you
what it
think
was.
of John
Oh,
Berthenol
yeah.
coming back as the Punisher in the MCU?
My thought is it's gonna be good.
Oh
That's
yeah,
all I got to say.
I agree.
It's gonna be good.
I also agree.
I would love to make
If I'm bored enough, I'll probably watch it.
Yeah. Shadow, what were you saying?
like if we get a Defenders movie with like an Avengers
Bro.
budget,
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be
I will
fucking
dead ass watch.
I will watch that. Defenders. Here's my thing. There, out of all the Netflix shows, there's only one person I would not mind being recasted.
Iron Fist.
Iron Fist. Nothing against Finn Jones.
yeah.
He's a fine actor.
No.
I just either get better writers and better choreographers, because honestly, I hated his writing in the first season of Iron Fist. The second season, he got a little better. In the Defenders, it was mostly them just ripping his asshole a new one. So, you know, I was like, okay, it's fine. He's whatever. But like,
I don't know when or not will you get Jessica again.
oh, I would love Kristen Ritter to return as Jessica Jones. She was one of the better out of the two, or out of the main four. She was one of the better ones. Like,
Might come back, maybe. I don't know.
I know
had
she
a
wants to
baby.
come
Only
back.
4.
I know there's not only 4. I know. I'm just saying, like, out of the main
there
4
is
that
two,
had
actually.
shows.
And the
Yeah.
actual comic series, there's only 4 Defenders.
That's true. It's Daredevil, Luke Cage, Iron Fist. I don't think Iron Fist is a part of it though. No, he is. I know that they kind of like the Defenders is kind of like Avengers. They rotate who all's in it.
Affiliated with.
Founders were actually Doctor Strange, Hulk, and Namor the Submariner.
Are you really Googling this?
I'm sorry. Wait, what? That sounds more like the Illuminati than.
Yeah, I kind
No,
of
it's Submariner. Part of the Illuminati.
Oh right, he isn't. I know that he's like he's technically sometimes a Black Panther villain.
There was also actually.
Yeah.
I know the Defenders and who defend.
Nah,
What's it
I would
called?
love a Namor to pop up, and honestly, I'm telling you right now, Luke Evans would be a really good casting choice for Namor.
Luke Evans, remind me who that is.
He was the bad guy in Fast 5.
Funny
Maybe.
enough,
Maybe.
He also played Gaston in live action.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
I didn't see that.
Lucky
No.
bastard.
Power Mariner Luke Cage was actually one of the people that was recruited by the Defenders in the 70s comics.
You're also talking about people who got recruited in afterwards.
That's true.
Because the Defenders were the group who defended Hell's Kitchen.
There was also
There we go, yeah.
Hawkeye,
So he defended Hell's
Oh.
Kitchen.
Damon Hellstrom, who had the show, but it's not really part of the more MCU.
Yeah. But that being said, we now have Vincent D'Onofrio, who is actually already returned on screen as Wilson Fisk, and we also have Matt Murdock, played by Charlie Cox. He appeared in No Way Home. Brief
Yep,
cameo,
and-
mind you. Very brief.
But he was like, "I'm back."
You're good. You're good, Mara. You're good to go. Not like I was holding you hostage anyways, but thank you for tuning in. Just be sure to tune in every Saturday at 8:30. So bye. Anyways, continue. Who was talking?
I think I was for a bit.
Sorry, buddy. All right, but any more thoughts, comments, concerns on John Bernthal returning returning as Punisher, but for the MCU?
Give me more, damn it.
I agree.
I'm
Shadow.
really not that excited for it.
Shadow?
Joe, I am disappointed you had to Google that.
I just get an activity rank up. I didn't even do
Oh.
anything.
Yeah, honestly, just staying
My
in a group
memory's
chat,
low.
it causes your activity to boost up. So,
Oh, that's lit. I like it.
mhm.
Okay, I like it. Picasso.
Huh.
But no, I feel like it's gonna really give a new breath to the character.
Oh, yeah.
God damn.
As long as he doesn't get retconned in any major way.
Yeah, that is true. I would hate to see him get retconned.
I mean, I've said it in my. It's not even funny how many times Superman in the comic books had his origin story retconned.
Bro, anybody in comics has their origin
That's-
story retconned.
Your
Superman had his.
origin story is easy. He was a Marine who seen his wife and daughter get killed.
And depending on what
He was in
era, it
Vietnam.
also depends on what time what time he went in. Usually he does see active combat though. Usually.
Oh, there is a he
Wasn't he a
has.
cop too?
I think he was a cop in one iteration. Yeah.
He was
But
a
I-
cop who lost his family to
Yeah.
to some I think
Yeah, that-
mafia members.
He won from 2001.
I think
Oh yeah, he was a cop in that one, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was in
Yeah,
the
the one
Marine
with John
Corps.
He
Travolta.
still had special forces. He still had special forces background though.
Right. Yeah, he was still special forces. He was just a cop at that point.
He was
Yeah.
actually in the comic books. He was part of the Sian Kong War.
He's been in every war though. Like Punisher's been in World War II. He's been in Vietnam. He's been in Korea. He's been in Afghanistan. He's been in.
I don't know about World War
You
II.
name a
Also,
war.
no, it's not even just those wars. He was also in the Secret War, the Civil War, for actual Marvel.
I think he
Oh yeah, he was, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
he appeared in the Spider-Man comic first. I think.
He did.
Like,
His
they
first
were-
appearance was in the Spider-Man comic.
Punisher say fuck it, jump on Thanos' face, throw a grenade in his mouth, and jump off.
I think one point recently in the comic books some years back, he also fought Wolverine and.
He held his own in that too.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Oh, I just realized. I think eventually we're gonna get like a movie or something about Secret Invasion with the Skrulls.
We're not getting a movie. We're getting a show, and it's a Nick
The
Fury
Punisher
show.
will
essentially.
probably be in it.
I would be
'Cause
shocked if he wasn't.
He was involved with the Skrull invasion.
Yes, and I already know that Captain Marvel will be because
Maybe not.
that's
Because
started technically.
Maybe not. Brie Larson's in a lot of shit right now.
what she do?
Yeah, but it'll
She
be
compared herself to Shirley Temple, and
Oh,
yeah.
Really, comparing himself to an old child actress from
you
the
fucked up. That's fucked up.
times before
Yeah.
cell phones were a big deal. You were hey.
Yeah. Well,
You
and
are
everybody's
big
like,
shit.
yeah, freaking Shirley Temple won an Oscar when she was 8 years old, whereas you're
Really?
in your fucking 30s and you haven't won one yet. Yeah. No, Shirley Temple won an Oscar. People forget that.
I never knew.
Yeah, she
Oh,
won an
I
Oscar for
that.
for
And then
Anne, I
on
think,
top of that,
wasn't it?
after she kind of went out of acting, she quit acting to become a mother and just did that for a while. And then I think she was something in the government too. Like she was like a judge or something, if I'm not mistaken, or like
No, I
a
think
district attorney.
people today that still sing songs by Shirley Temple.
Shit, there's a freaking drink name after her. I'm just saying, like, you know, you can't. I've yet to, you know, hear anybody ask for Brie Larson.
There's one thing about the Punisher for the MCU going forward I don't want from the comics to be brought in.
What's
I
that?
can exactly how
There was like a point where Castle got killed by Wolverine's son Dakin, and then he was resurrected by Morbius as a Frankenstein, kind of like.
Oh, Franken Punisher.
Thing.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
He was also.
Well, if a writer even gets a thought of putting that in, I'm sticking my foot up their ass.
I don't think that's gonna
Wasn't
happen.
he also like fucking like Ghost Rider? He was a Ghost Rider.
Everybody in the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been either Venomized, or has either been linked with the symbiote, usually Venom, or has been Ghost Rider at one point in time.
And then he was also Captain America too.
He was Captain
He took over
America
the
for
mantle.
a brief moment, and then they cut him out because
Cam, it's a moment because it was a comic.
His actual legal name in the
Literally
comics
a comic.
was Francis Castiglione.
Yeah.
But yeah, it changed.
Anyways, that being said, next topic is PlayStation has officially bought Bungie, and for I believe like a record 3.6 billion, if I'm not mistaken.
That's nothing.
They paid a shit ton of money, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Billions.
and I kind of
yeah.
feel like that's like in retaliation to, oh, y'all bought Activision, all right, we're gonna buy Bungie then.
Yeah, and okay, everybody's like, "Oh my God, we're finally gonna get Halo on PlayStation." I'm I'm telling you right now, it's a Microsoft IP, and Bungie no longer makes. That is 100% entirely 343 Studios that makes Halo games now.
No, that's the thing is we actually completely own Halo.
Yeah, Microsoft completely owns it. Yeah. So
I've heard that argument many a times. Oh yeah, we bought Bungie. No, we get Halo, and I told them many a times. You do realize
That's never gonna happen.
it's not happening. It's the same.
exactly.
Just like war will never be on the Unless
I did not clearly hear that.
God of War. He's talking about God of War.
God of War. I mean, they
I think
ported
they
it
both
over to
on Xbox.
PC already. I mean, fuck it. You know, like it's not really like a PlayStation exclusive anymore. It's ported
No,
over
if
to
it's on
PC.
PC, you can find a way to put it on Xbox. There's ways to do it. It's just
Because like I said 100 times, Xbox is nothing but a glorified PC.
that's any console nowadays, minus the Switch. But you know, that's just me.
But what I'm questioning is what the fuck did they think they're going to achieve by buying Bungie?
Now they have Destiny, and Destiny can be a PlayStation exclusive.
Oh my god, I am fucking frightened.
Going forward, probably, but
I don't really care.
I don't know.
I think Destiny kind of fell off.
Eat the storyline.
I'm not even getting the Witch Queen when it comes out this month.
Honestly, I stopped playing Destiny too.
It got
Fuck
boring
you
after
for
a
what you
while.
did. You know what you did. Fuck you.
What?
What did I
For
do?
what you did, Cade, go fuck yourself.
Oh wow.
Honestly, by the way, I just realized this was before, after, there actually was an alternate Earth future where in the Marvel comics where Castle does become like a cosmic Ghost Rider.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's also a version where he's Galactus's
Herald.
thing.
he ends up being He was a herald of freaking Galactus at some point too. So yeah.
And almost, keyword is almost opposed the power that the Human Torch had as the Herald.
Yeah.
But how do we get back to this?
We're talking about Frank Castle. Oh wait, yeah, sorry. Why are
That's
we
what I'm
back
saying,
on Frank Castle?
Joe,
Yeah,
we're on Bungie, my friend. We're on Bungie, not
Yeah, I
not
know,
Castle.
I just had an epiphany. But yeah, honestly, I mean, the amount they paid is like nothing compared to how much was paid from Microsoft to get Activision.
It's true.
Oh,
I guess the reason why they did it is because Activision was already going out of business. It was about to go out of business due to the lawsuits and shit.
the allegations, the lawsuits, the bullshit, everything.
Oh yeah.
I mean, goddamn, they've been really just fucking themselves up, haven't they?
That they have.
pretty much. That's how it's going.
But any more thoughts, comments, concerns on PlayStation buying Bungie?
Honestly, I don't think there's something they can keep from us. Bungie hasn't made a good game since
Halo.
Yeah.
What they said,
Yeah.
what they
got taken
had said about it
company and all.
was that Bungie was going to keep was going to be independent. Basically, it was going to stay independent. wasn't going to be no exclusive from Bungie or anything like that. They're going to keep it independent.
I call bullshit because you don't buy something for that much money without at least getting one exclusive out of there. I'm telling you, I
don't
call
know.
bullshit. I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
They were gonna, Xbox said the same thing about Doom. They were saying Doom was gonna be, it was still gonna be its own thing when Bethesda, but now they're saying Doom is gonna be it's going to be a Xbox exclusive franchise now.
I don't see why, bro. They get a lot more money if they sell it for both systems.
Thing is, they just say fuck it and stop acting like fucking children. I'm like, hey, you can have these games.
I just remembered some things.
You will still be
About-
fine. And I was watching a YouTube clip about it actually. Here's the thing. Nintendo mainly makes their money off of Legend of Zelda and Mario.
Correct.
IP.
Yeah.
And Smash Bros.
And Smash Bros.
Sony is known for their speakers and their console. That's it. And then you
Well, they're movies.
who literally has
And their-
computer processors, a bunch of other shit, along with Xbox.
That's true. That's why any Xbox exclusive you can technically get it on PC.
They literally have the money to say fuck you.
Yeah, they do.
It's
Funny
really one of
enough.
those. I have a Godzilla dick. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
No, you did not too. Come on, get some sleep. Come on.
Oh, that's all I know. That's what I heard. That they're gonna keep Bungie independent, and that's it. Because I heard that Bungie was looking for a home to be at because it was his own thing for a while, but they're like, oh, we're gonna just go with a console. Whatever console buys them, they're gonna stick with it.
All
All
right.
right, I'll talk to y'all later. I gotta go to work.
All right. Say goodbye to
Shit's up
Shadow,
later, right?
everybody.
Shit. Bye, Shadow.
Bye, Shadow. Anyways, on
Yeah,
to our
well,
next topic.
I had to have one remark about the FTC, like, or with this deal, but also with Microsoft, like, with the deal, like, okay, to basically sum it up, the FTC was reviewing this, but what's interesting is they have a new person at the chair, at the head of the FTC. That's apparently she's like leaning heavily towards antitrust. That's why they're reviewing the Microsoft Activision deal.
We can talk about that another day, Joe. All right, on
Yep.
to our next topic. There are rumors spreading around that Taron Egerton may be the next Wolverine, and for the MCU. And I'm kind of down for it because there are some pictures of him celebrating the 1-year anniversary of Rocket Man with another person that he helped. That was a producer on there. They became friends on set. And there are pictures, like he posted in his Instagram story, him shirtless and a towel basically, but he had really bulked up, and that has led to a lot of rumors spreading around that maybe he is going to be Wolverine, not only because Matthew Vaughn, who directed all 3 Kingsman movies, but primarily with Taron Egerton, he has directed the first 2, and he also directed, that's just the thing. He has Taron Egerton in there, and he said, "Yeah, I think he could play Wolverine in his sleep." So, and honestly, I think Taron Egerton is a fan-fucking-tastic actor. I genuinely do think he is a good choice for Wolverine. Now, would I have preferred Charlie Hunnam? Yes. I think Charlie Hunnam has more of that burlesque kind of, like, not burlesque, but like that burly kind of, like, just look and everything. I genuinely think Charlie Hunnam could have done a great Wolverine. However, Taron Egerton is a fine actor, and I think he definitely has the chops to do it. What do you guys think?
I think he has. I do agree with you. I think he has the chops to play Wolverine.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Be interesting to make him use some camera tricks and whatnot to make him a little shorter compared to
He
the other X-Men
is
members.
shorter though. Like he's
Jackman.
I think he's only 5'10". He's short
I told
by
Wolverine though.
Wolverine's like 5'4". I don't think they're gonna make him that accurate though. But I mean, like he's Taron Egerton, if I remember correctly, he's below 6 feet.
But as long as he's under 6 feet, then he should be good.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me look at Taron Egerton's height. But continue. Binks, do you have any thoughts, comments, concerns on Taron Egerton playing Wolverine?
I really don't have much to say because I'll be honest, I really don't know much about him.
He is 5'9". Taron Egerton, he's the guy who played Eggsy in Kingsman.
It's been a minute. I don't really know much about him.
Trying to think of another person. Eggsy, he played the voice of the gorilla in Sing.
Oh, him.
He also played Elton John in Rocket Man.
Rocket Man.
Rocket Man, burning out, I'm feeling way too long.
Judging by the fact, like now that tell me where he acted, because it's been a minute since I heard his name.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of stuff though.
Yeah, he's been keeping it on the down low, but now that you mentioned what he played in, and I mean, he surely, if he has gotten himself up to playing Wolverine the same way the last actor did,
I wouldn't say he's up with Hugh Jackman just because he's not as ripped. I mean, he's ripped, but he's not like that kind of ripped. So I would say maybe, I think he is more ripped than Jackman was whenever he first played Wolverine.
He's getting there, but what I'm saying is in terms of acting wise, especially with the, his aggression, in the movies and just acting like fucking Wolverine.
I will say this, if you want to get a good idea of how all around he can He can play, because he played Elton John relatively realistically, a young Elton John. Elton John, when he was young, was very, I mean, he literally even states in the movie, I don't know if it was, I think it is real life though, he has anger issues. So he says, I particularly have problems with weed and anger management.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah.
So I
I
be
think,
angry just filming.
well, I'm not talking about Taron Egerton. I'm talking about like when he was playing Elton John. So I feel like he definitely has the potential to do the rage and everything for sure. Just go watch Rocket Man, and like, honest to God, you can see it. And he definitely has the emotional chops for anything that he needs to do emotionally. So I feel like this guy is, I mean, he not only is he's a fucking phenomenal actor. Like, I do not, if they are going to cast him as Wolverine, and again, this is just rumors, if they are going to cast him as Wolverine, they could not have had a better choice. Not necessarily in the looks department. I still think he's a little too young to be playing him, but you get him good enough makeup, I think he's good enough for Wolverine. That's why I wanted to go with Charlie Hunnam.
A fucking young Wolverine story. You never fucking know.
Well, young
Well,
Wolverine.
it's a harder thing to do because young Wolverine was nothing but a military dude.
Well, that's true. Now, I will say this. I think that they could... I know that they explained that Wolverine does not really age, so I guess that could work. Because Edgerton, I think he's only in his 20s. I think he's not even really outside of his 30s. I don't think he's like... Either he's like 20... I think he's like 28, 29 or something. He's not that old. So, I mean, he's old enough to be doing this shit. It's just, you know... Like, he's young enough to where he can do this for a while, and he's old enough to where he doesn't look like a kid. So I'll give him that. I genuinely do not think they could have picked a better person. You guys, what do you think?
I do agree with you. I think he probably is going to be a really good
Pick up the
actor.
claws and show us his movie.
Honest to God, here's my one thing though. And I know that Hollywood doesn't really like to show smoking much anymore. If you do not have him have at least I don't care if it's smoking. If you do not have him have a fucking cigar in his mouth, I am going to quit. I'm just gonna be like, nope. Nope, you ruined it. You've ruined it. I'm sorry, you've ruined it. You have to have him have at least a fucking half-cut stogie, chewing on a stogie. I'm sorry. If Hugh Jackman can do it, he can fucking do it. I'm telling you right now.
Take a piece of sausage and paint it.
I'm just saying, you know, honestly. Here's the thing. I get that kids are impressionable and you don't want them to grow up to smoke. I understand that. However, you can make it a bad thing. Like, I mean, Wolverine is a fucking anti-hero. You can make it seem like it's like, well, that's questionable. Why are you doing that? And it's like, okay, well, I'll put it out then. I'm sorry. You know, that kind of like that could work. It's not that you can't still say, hey, it's bad, but it looks badass. I'm sorry. It's just me.
Yeah, I kind of feel like if you don't, then that would ruin. I think that would just throw off the story.
Not necessarily the story. It just throws off part of the character because, like, that is part of the Logan persona is he's smoking a stogie. So
Yeah,
that's just me. Maybe it's because I smoke cigars myself. I don't know. Anyways, on to our next topic. Our next topic: fans are clamoring for Logan Lerman to return as a different character in the Percy Jackson Disney Plus series. For those of you that do not know, he played the original live-action Percy Jackson, and to be fair, he was fine. I haven't really seen him in much else, so I don't know who I would want him to play. I think it should just be a cameo. I really do.
I didn't even know they were making another Percy Jackson.
Disney is, since they bought Fox, but Fox had the rights to the Percy Jackson story. So since Disney has bought Fox, they're going to make a Disney Plus live action series with Rick Riordan attached.
I felt like he wasn't attached to those.
He was. He produced it and he gave his blessing, is what it was. But I personally think if there's anybody that's going to make it good, I think it belongs more as a Disney Plus series than anything else, because you could do each book as a season.
I think they were going for Harry Potter and Twilight type shit when they came out with it.
Well, yeah, definitely when the first movie came out, they were going for that. They were going for a more Twilight, Harry Potter kind of thing, because that's what was popular at the time, was the YA novels getting turned into movies. So I
Yeah.
think personally, Percy Jackson, don't get me wrong, Percy Jackson is one of the more unique stories out there out of the YA novels. I'm not saying it isn't. I'm just saying, like, you can run 5 seasons out of this and be really fucking good. Like, honest to God, you can do another Stranger Things. Disney, you can have a Stranger Things on your hand, like, of how popular it can be. You just have to have I think you have to have a good enough showrunner. And personally, I think, honest to God, either get like one of the old Doctor Who showrunners. They could probably, I think Doctor Who vibes could definitely work with this. Or, I'm trying to think of another series that could do it really well. That isn't Joss Whedon or the 2 dipshits from Game of Thrones.
Oh man. The thing.
Honestly,
the
if you
recent
could
thing
get
I've heard
Phil
about Game of
Lord,
Thrones-
here's my thing: if you can get
my
Phil
God.
Lord and Chris Miller to showrun this, I would
I think it would come out
absolutely
good.
think you. No, they're not. They're not going to do it. I don't think they've been
No,
confirmed.
I'm saying what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying. I feel like if they can get those, if you can get them to
If you
do
can
it,
get Phil
it'll
Lord and
it'll
Chris
come out
Miller,
great.
because
Yeah.
if there's any two duo, if there's any duo that out there that can really make almost anything damn near perfect in their hands, it is Phil Lord and Chris Miller. Look at Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, not the sequel, the first one. Look at freaking Into the Spider-Verse. Look at the Lego movie. Look at all the stuff that they did. They were originally going to do Solo a Star Wars story. And when I heard that, I'm like, oh my God, that's perfect, until they got fired.
Huh.
And I'm like, that was a big misstep from Disney. They should have not fired them. And I think if there's ever a way to be like, hey, you guys want to come back? We'll let you do, instead of doing a Star Wars show, how about we let you do the Percy Jackson series? And I think that they could probably turn it really good on their hands. I think that they can do it really well.
If I heard right, if you get fired from a Disney movie or a show, you can never come back to Disney because of it.
No, they've done that before. They fired people for creative differences, and then they've come back before. They just do different stuff. Like, Jon Favreau wasn't technically fired, but he did not direct Iron Man 3. Shane Black did. But now Favreau's still working with, A, he still plays Happy Hogan, and B, he's showrunning he's showrunning Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett with Dave Filoni. Now, honestly, if they weren't such huge Star Wars nerds, and I mean, I'd be shocked if they actually liked the Percy Jackson series, because that was kind of, they would have been in their like 30s by the time the Percy Jackson series came out, so that would kind of shock me. I genuinely think, no, you know who's a really good guy to bring in? Bring in Chris Columbus. You want to give it a Harry Potter vibe? Bring in Chris Columbus. I'm not saying like he has to do it exactly. I'm just saying bring in Christopher Columbus.
Christopher Columbus.
Chris Columbus. His real name is Chris Columbus. He's the guy Chris Columbus directed the first 2 Harry Potter movies, and I believe like the last 3.
Well, then yeah, I mean the last 3 were good. The first 2 were awesome.
I'm not saying the middle ones
why
weren't
not?
good. Yeah, I'm saying like Chris Columbus would be a really good choice. Disney, if you want to have a really good show in their hands, have Chris Columbus kind of do it. I don't know how if he's done showing. Right? No relation. But like, honest to God, Chris Columbus, I think could do this. I think he could definitely either get Phil Lord or Chris Miller or Chris Columbus. Honest to God, those would be my top 2 choices for showrunner, or at least to direct a few episodes. I'm not saying like they need to showrun the whole thing, but yeah.
You guys.
All right, you guys ready to go to our next topic?
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
I was
So
gonna say something about Game of Thrones, but that's not even a topic.
no, this next one is one I'm super pumped for, especially because of what I've seen recently. It is official. We are getting Scream 6. They are actually looking to shoot this summer, and I could not be more pumped about this, because honestly, Scream 5 was really, really good. I was thoroughly impressed by how good it was. I went in very nervous. By the time I came out, I'm like, I'm glad I saw this movie. I still stand by the fact that I think Scream 5 was not the best Scream movie, but I definitely feel like it's up there. I would say it's maybe in my top 3. But that being said,
Do you think that Scream 6 would be the last?
oh fuck no, they had a whole trilogy planned out. So I think maybe Scream 7.
But if anything, what do you think is going to be like the ending factor for Scream? If it had to be the last.
I will say this. I think Sydney's going to survive. I do not think Gail is going to survive the next movie. I don't think they're going to let Gail survive, especially with, well, spoilers, I guess, especially with what happens with 2 Dewey in Scream 5. I don't think Gail is really gonna make it in the next one. I would say they're gonna keep Sydney alive. I don't think they're gonna kill her off, but they may kill off Gail, just like they did Dewey. Anyways, I will say this. I think this needs to be one of the few Scream movies that are different. Now, I have someone brought up an idea, and honestly, I want to share it with you guys, just because I think it's a really good way to do it. So I've talked about time and time again that they tried to, for Scream 3, they were literally 3 weeks away from filming to bring back Matthew Lillard's character Stu in the Scream franchise. And they were going to bring him back. Yes, Raggy. They were going to bring him back, and they were going to do like this whole film club in Woodsboro. Was going to be, they were going to be like a cult of Ghostface, and it was going to be Stu leading the whole thing. But unfortunately, Columbine happened, and they scrapped the whole idea. So everybody's been clamoring for Stu to come back. Now, I will say this. I think a really good way to do it is don't have Stu just be the surprise killer at the end. We've seen that time and time again. I want to see either maybe we know who Ghostface is the whole time, or I want to see something along the lines of like maybe a Ghostface survives. Dude, do 4 Ghostface. Do maybe 3. Don't just do 1 or 2. Do 3. Do 4. Do something new. Like this next one apparently is going to be a lot of the parents of the new cast, because we didn't really see all except for 1 were never on screen. Like the main siblings, their mother was away on business, and a lot of people are clamoring for either Jennifer Lopez or Salma Hayek to play their mom. And I'm super pumped if that is the case. I would love either of them to play her.
Hayek.
I would love Salma Hayek to play their mom, because honestly, she's about the right age.
Lopez who?
Jennifer Lopez.
No, I'm saying Lopez who, like, I ain't seen that lady in a long time.
She's made a comeback relatively. But I will say this. I think personally they need to do something new. And the idea is maybe have Stu learn the error of his ways. Maybe he's like trying to make it up for them, and like either he shows up on Sydney's doorstep, or maybe he shows up to Gail, and like Gail will exploit that. Like he's like, hey, I've learned my lesson, I don't want to do this. But at the same time of him doing this, a new Ghostface killer comes out. So like they're constantly accusing, kind of do what they did with Cotton Weary in the second Scream movie. Kind of do something along those lines. And I think that would be a good idea. And then maybe have a Ghostface survive, have something new happen. Maybe if Stu does survive, he ends up sacrificing himself to save Sydney. Like something that would hit with everybody, like something new, something unique. You can't just keep doing the same cycle. Like I don't necessarily, honestly, I don't need a motive behind the Ghostface killings now. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's definitely good to have that, but I'm just saying, like, something, you guys get what I'm saying, like, right? I just want something new in the Scream, because honestly, at this point, I'm not saying it's getting 100% stale, but it is getting a little stale of, like, how we do the Scream and the Ghostface killings and everything else like that. So I genuinely think it is time for something new in this franchise, and if you're gonna make it a trilogy, I know that they're probably not going to call it Scream 6. They're probably going to give it a tagline. Now, I personally think, by the way, a lot of my ideas whenever it comes to Scream, 3C Films on YouTube, if you guys ever check him out, his name is Chris. Be sure to send him some love and support his way. and I would love it if he could eventually send some support our way. That would be nice. Maybe have him on once or twice. If anybody that does know, that'd be awesome. But anyways, I do like a lot of his ideas, and I think personally, Screamers is a really good title.
Let's just make a new fucking movie. All right.
Wasn't Screamer? Was it Scream or was it Screamer for the series?
No, I'm talking about like maybe name the next movie Screamers.
Probably.
Like that would be kind of cool.
Yes.
Like everybody's like, oh, well, maybe they're gonna call it Scream Kills or Scream Revenge, or like they're gonna give it a tagline. And honestly, I'm okay with that. But like, I still think Screamers is a good title. Which, okay, funny enough, for those of you that don't know, the original title for Scream was going to be Scary Movie. So.
And then Scary Movie took it.
No.
And it just became
No. No, they changed it to Scream last minute. Because a producer said that, hey, Scary Movie just seems so generic of a title, call it Scream. And they're like, okay. And it stuck. And then, yes, Scary Movie used the title after that. But that being said, any more thoughts, comments, concerns on Scream 6 being greenlit and aiming for a 2023-2024 release date?
Well, it might be a good movie to watch.
That's for sure.
What was that,
I
guys?
know this is.
It might be good. I don't know. I'm not, like I said 100 times. I'm not a big fan of the show of the series.
All right, Binks, what were you saying?
I know this is off topic, but you remember when I was saying I was applying for jobs?
Mm-hmm.
My dumbass decided, yeah, let's go for a management position because I've never done that before.
Ooh.
I thought I just picked like general team, like just a general associate. Nah, I was fucking manager. I was sat here struggling to do the assessment. I fucking bombed that shit.
Yeah.
I was
They probably won't call
never
you back
again.
on that one. All right, you guys
They
ready to
won't,
go
but-
into our next topic?
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
this.
All right, our next topic is
Fuck yeah.
rock stars have finally come out of the freaking closet and said, yes, we are working on we're working on Grand Theft Auto
Time.
6. It is about damn time,
Cruise is
but
still
we
on
are
the
You
looking at
understand
a
how long I've been
2020.
waiting for them to announce this?
This is true. However, I will say this: they are looking at a 2025 release date.
They can kiss my ass. They
Yeah.
better release it next year.
I will say this though: they did come out and
officially.
officially say this. Here's the thing: I know that this game is probably years away. I can guarantee you that this game is probably years away. But I will say this: as soon as I get the screen to transition, sorry about that. I will say this: I would be shocked. I would not be shocked, and I hate to like give speculations, but honestly, I would not be shocked if we get maybe a teaser at the Super Bowl. Look
Why
at the
at the Super
timing.
Bowl?
Look at the
Teaser.
timing. This came out this week. Super Bowl is next Sunday. Not this next Sunday, but it's the 13th.
They'll throw it in there
But
for the commercial.
I think that we might get a teaser for GTA 6.
A teaser to a teaser?
No,
Teaserception.
an actual official teaser trailer. Like we'll see some gameplay and
you guys
stuff.
think, but my thing is, what city do you guys think this is going to be set in?
Ooh, I would love a Texas
Vice
city.
City,
That would be
probably.
be cool.
Texas City?
I would love a
I
Texas
kinda
city.
think they're gonna.
It could go back to Vice City.
I will
maybe.
say
I
this.
think they
Maybe.
will.
Vice City would not be a bad idea.
Vice City combined. Who knows?
I would say Vice City would not be a bad idea. However, I would love to see GTA in Hawaii.
Hey,
Think about that.
Question: Who
Think
started
about
the
it.
Manhunt series?
What's up?
Who's ever heard of the games that Rockstar made called Manhunt 1 and 2?
Wasn't that their precursor to GTA?
I mean, Manhunt was like very controversial back then.
Very
Bro,
violent.
that's what like Rockstar was known for. They were known for
Yeah, but then
controversial
again,
shit.
you know, they said, "Oh, it's over the top violent." I mean,
Yeah. Well, I remember they had a series called Bully.
I actually have the game on my
yeah.
PS5. I bought that yesterday.
Yeah, a lot of people
I
forget
love
that they had
that
a game.
game.
They had a game called Bully.
They actually made a reference to Manhunt, a character named Pig. Damn game.
Well, I think
Oh,
all
well,
their
actually-
games take place in the same universe, if I'm not mistaken.
It'd be interesting though,
Um,
because apparently, because I
His
played through. Bully.
Red Dead is a Rockstar game. that takes place during the GTA universe.
Yeah, I
Archer
know that Red
City
Dead does.
Time traveler.
is where Manhunt took place, the first game.
Okay.
I guess it's supposed to be like if I look for the trivia,
Hey,
it's kind of
you
called
can't just have GTA. You also have to have Saint Roads for it too.
Oh, the new
Because I know
Saint
Saint
Rose
Rose-
game is gonna suck ass.
You think so?
I know so.
I think Archer City is supposed to be like Detroit or something, maybe. I can't really tell.
I don't know if
Well,
I
my
don't
thing
know.
is-
Yeah.
My thing is, if Rockstar ever decided to hop on the Saints Row bandwagon and make a game of their own based on Saints Row, do you think it would come out good or bad?
Oh, if
Yeah.
Rockstar hopped on a Saints Row game, it would come out fantastic. Honestly.
Like a parody? Well, obviously, yeah.
Well, wait, hold on. I forget who did Just Cause. Who did Just Cause?
Fuck, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Honestly, wasn't Just Cause like another Saints Row kind of thing?
I know.
Not really.
Yeah.
Deep Silver and Volition have Saints Row.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're
Saints
gonna
Row
fuck
is-
that into the ground.
Well, I'll tell you what. The third Saints Row is actually worked on a bit by THQ. Rest in peace.
All right.
They ended up running out of business.
I'd say I'm shocked.
Like,
Video
I
games
forgot
is
about
a very cutthroat business. All
I know
right.
that Saints Row is probably not going to be. Well, they definitely shot themselves in the foot with the whole rebooting and femboy biker chick looking character.
Big old giant dildo sword.
Honestly, I don't think they're gonna go as over the top as they did in the past games. I think it's just gonna be a GTA ripoff, which is ironic.
It really was a GTA ripoff.
That's the
Honestly,
whole
it's
thing. It
not
was
that-
GTA, but like 10 times more ridiculous. But no, I'm saying like
Yeah,
now it's
Three
gonna
and
be a
four is where it
GTA
got
Online
batshit
ripoff,
crazy.
where it's like,
Oh yeah, of course.
yeah, I think that's essentially what this new Saints Row game is gonna be. It's gonna be a GTA Online ripoff, which is
If I'm
in
right,
and of
there's a
itself
teaser.
ironic. There is a teaser.
was a
It's
teaser.
terrible.
You
There was
all
a teaser
know
for
I'm gonna
GTA
get anyway,
6.
'cause
But GTA 6, when they did the teaser, it was about the plays they were doing and how big the play was gonna be.
Wasn't that teaser fan made?
Oh yeah, no, I think it might
Honestly,
have been fan made.
It was
I did see a
fan-made. It's
fan made one. I saw a fan made thing that's like what the loading screen would look like, and it literally plays Blinding Lights by The Weeknd, and it just goes, and you just see Grand Theft Auto appear, and then you just see this like line that does like the 6 in cursive. I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
that would be awesome. I would love it if they did that.
Imagine Rockstar's whoever freaking made that. The Rockstar sends them like, "Hey, you make this for us."
Yeah, it's
You
like
might
you
not
pretty
know
much
it
made this
was-
for us. We'll give you royalty checks for that. We're gonna steal
Yeah.
it, and it's like, bro, yeah.
Christian, you already know I don't give a fuck whether it's gonna be bad or not. Like I'm gonna.
Oh,
play
you're gonna get
anyway.
it because you're a fucking idiot, but that's a whole different story.
But
Okay,
the thing is,
fuck
with
off.
GTA 5, like they're really overdoing it with the updates on
I'm just
freaking
so I can
online
give the all my
stuff. That's
impressions,
like their
so
main
you
focus.
guys don't have to.
Goddamn.
The only reason why
Also,
they're doing it so they can make sure their fan base is still gonna be there when GTA 6
Well,
is
shit,
gonna.
their fan base is fucking starting to get real frustrated at the online aspect. They're pushing for, hey, make some
Like
like
Red Dead
single-player
Online.
DLC. Because that would be awesome. Or freaking at least put the freaking multiplayer vehicles in single player so they have at least more variation to use.
Yeah,
I mean-
no, I would love GTA 5 online and GTA 6 because we all know GTA 6 is gonna have an online version. There's no way it's not. But I would love it
No,
if there's a way
it's
that if
supposed to
you
be
still have
reversed.
GTA 5, you can still play online. I know it's essentially just called GTA Online, but it's essentially GTA 5 online. But I would love it if there's like a way that you could bleed those over. Think
Probably
about that.
might
That'd be
not.
pretty dope. That would be pretty
Love it
cool.
to be just vanilla and not all this fucking flying cars bullshit.
Oh no,
Oh
I
my
agree.
God.
No, I agree.
Because
Definitely start off vanilla.
Sorry, fucking GTA. Los Santos with the other one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
what-
Like combine Los
Yeah.
Santos with another city. Honest to God, that'd be
Yeah.
a lot of fun. I'd love to do that. I'd love to go like city hopping. Honestly, I really would. Like, I'd love a freaking GTA in Dallas. like a Dallas kind of city kind of thing.
Or Houston.
That'd
Yeah.
be so entertaining to see,
Houston's
bro.
another potential pick.
Dallas be fucking full of crime. Might as well make it a game. huh?
I mean, you're not wrong, honestly.
Can't wait to go up to market and freaking GTA 6 and fucking shoot the security over there.
I'm just telling. Maybe it's because I'm biased because I'm from Texas, but like, honest to God, it would be fun to have a
It'd be
game.
cool
It-
to
No,
see
no,
your
no.
own city, bro. Because Los
Yeah.
Angeles and Cali's got their shit already.
That's
in multiple
true.
Games.
Totally.
Give
And
us-
Detroit's already got their game. New York's got their game.
Fan base to say what city they wanted to be in.
That's true. I'm just saying, like, honestly, Dallas would be a lot of fun. I'd love to see like a
I
Dallas
don't know
or a
if I
Houston.
hear it, but my sister's playing the fucking
Or San
GTA.
Antonio one. San Antonio would be good too. See
San
the
Antonio
Alamo.
would be. San Antonio would be pretty cool, honestly. Not even gonna lie.
San Antonio.
I just don't think San Antonio is like as like well known as like Dallas, though.
Well, of course it's not. We're not
Yeah.
known for a fucking crime base, all right?
No, I'm just
We're
talking about
known
like
for
Dallas in
different
general.
offense.
People know where Dallas is. Like they're like, oh yeah, we know where Dallas is. But you ask them like, do you know where San Antonio?
Austin, though? Like, what
Dude.
about Austin, Texas?
Bro, people still. I can tell you this right now from fact. I knew someone that was from out of state. They came here. They're like, wait, Dallas isn't y'all's capital? I'm like, no,
What?
that's fucking Austin, man. Like shit.
Hey, yo, bro, it's
It is
Fort
kind of
Worth, not
an
capital.
understatement.
No, sir.
Austin is the
People
is the
think
capital.
because Dallas is well known that Dallas is the capital of like. I mean, they think it's the capital of the state, and I'm like,
Fucking
no, it's
Dallas
not.
is well known. It's always on the news.
Yeah,
And they're not wrong.
it's
Man
true.
shot to death.
You guys ready?
Downtown
Any more
Dallas.
thoughts, comments, concern on GTA 6?
Yeah, let's release it tomorrow.
I feel like
Hurry
Shit,
up on the
I love
game,
that.
bro. Hurry up on the fucking
People
game.
It's just
Yeah,
gonna be a
it's
bunch
like
of
a
stick
forward-
figures running around.
Oh god, it's just
one
like
guy-
finished animation. Everyone's just T-posing, gliding around the motherfucker.
There's like one guy I watch on YouTube named a professional. Like he thinks that they're trying to do this reveal like as a damage control thing. 'cause of the
Oh
whole
no,
Red Dead
100% it is. Because everybody's like, bro, it's been 8 fucking years. It'll be 10 by the time the game comes out. Come on, bro. Fucking come on. And I
Yeah.
agree. All right, on to our next topic. This
I
week
would at
we
least like
had
our
not only the
HD
6th episode of the Book of Boba Fett, which we will be getting to,
Makeup and
we also had the 6th episode of Peacemaker. And honestly, this episode kicked a lot of ass. I'm actually very impressed with it. Anybody else see it?
You find out that the dude's a butterfly agent.
Well, yeah, we found that out since last episode, but
Oh.
I will say this, that police scene massacre is probably the most violent scene I've seen in DC history. And that's saying a
Really?
lot. That's really fucking graphic.
Wait, live action,
Oh,
but
shit.
Well, yeah, live action. I'm not saying animated wise. Animated wise, there's a whole bunch of shit. But I'm just talking about like the only thing that comes close is maybe the stuff in like towards the climax of Suicide Squad. I would say those are pretty graphic. Like the Suicide Squad in and of itself is pretty graphic, but like honestly, the whole butterfly takeover of the police station
No
that
shit.
was pretty fucking crazy.
Oh, I can match that. What was that movie? It sounds like Malevolent, but it's not. It's Malevolent.
Malevolent. That's not a
you
DC
watch
movie. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the cop, the
Police precinct
station
thing. Oh
Bro, we
yeah.
watched that and then compared to the Peacekeeper, which one was more? Which one's
Oh,
more?
that
graphic?
one for sure. But that one was more over the top graphics. This one's like actually kind of realistic graphic, and I'm like, that's pretty fucked up. Yeah. I did not expect that, is what I'm saying. Like as soon as she walked through the door, and I was like, oh, okay, no, that's different. But like, yeah, I was like, fuck. So I'm super pumped, especially because like that kind of happened while Peacemaker's dad was getting his White Dragon uniform on, which I'm like, bro, that looks pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. That suit, I mean, I get it, it's a racist thing, but like that suit's pretty cool. Like that, I don't know what it is. It's the mask, man. The mask is just like solid white with these horns. I'm like, bro, that's pretty fucking dope. I like that. However,
I can see what you mean by the racist part.
well,
just now.
that's the whole thing. Like the White Dragon was a freaking racist villain. Like, he's a villain for first and
Oh,
foremost, and he's
actual
racist 100%. That's part of the thing. Hence the name the White Dragon. But the fact that they made him Peacemaker's dad, and honestly that Patrick, I'm blanking on his name, but honestly that he's, just saying, you know, that's, he's a good actor. I'll give him that. Like, he's still enjoyable. I don't know. It's more like, I think I like to hate him instead of I like him, actually. Because at first he was pretty funny, but now he's just kind of like, he's getting
there's been a lot of actors who play racist characters, because you got the guy from the main character from a 70s show who plays the Klansman leader. Then you got the guy who played Solo's son from Star Wars, who plays a racist
Driver.
Who plays a racist.
Adam
and he
Driver.
Says,
well, he doesn't. He plays a cop pretending to be a racist. I will agree on that. Yeah.
He says he straightforward says the N-word.
That's the whole point.
Yeah. So I mean, I mean, there's no reason really to hate these guys.
No.
On it. They're just playing a part. Will they get hate for playing the part? Maybe, probably.
Well, because some people can't defer fiction from reality.
Yeah.
But that being said, any more thoughts, comments, concerns on this episode of Peacemaker? I think we're getting one more, and that's the finale. Either one or two more episodes. I think they're only getting 9 episodes.
I think they're going to go for an even number and then end it from the...
Honestly, yeah, I think we're going to get, like, I think the next 2 episodes are going to be 2-parters. I think we're going to get a cliffhanger, and then we're going to get a 2-parter.
Yeah.
All right.
Now,
on to the one that I am ultimately going to regret because Joe's excited for it. Anyways.
I've been a Star Wars fan since my youth.
Yeah.
Hey, let him be excited, goddammit.
I'm going to let him be.
Whoa.
I'm just saying, usually when he gets excited... Hey, it's just usually when he gets excited, he tends to talk way too long.
Okay, fuck you, but yeah. Anyway.
I mean, I'm not one to talk. But anyways, the Book of Boba Fett also had its 6th episode this week. And it's basically another Mandalorian episode.
Next week is the last one.
Next week is the last one. I remember. Wait, really? It is the last one next week? Oh, damn, that kind of sucks.
Disney was like, 7-episode run. Get to it.
Damn, that kind of sucks.
And whatever happens will probably tie into the season 3 of Mandalorian.
Oh, I would be shocked if it doesn't. I mean, this is literally called the Book of Boba Fett, and even the Mandalorian wouldn't buy it chapters.
Get some water.
All right, you're good. So, Joe, go ahead. Do your ramblings.
For those that haven't seen it, you may want to deafen the call here, Discord here.
I think everybody's seen it, buddy. You're good.
All right, but yeah. Holy shit! Like, I mean, seeing Luke come back was something.
You know, they actually hired a YouTuber, deepfake YouTuber, to do the effects.
Really?
On Luke, that's why it looked better.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Stuck on that Henry Cavill's mustache, but anyhow, yeah, but like Luke, you saw Luke, we saw Ahsoka, and like, you know, Grogu's training, and you saw that towards the end he's actually figured out how to do force jumps and all, but then Luke like is like, okay, now you can have the banana split, or you can have Neapolitan ice cream. You can't have both. Kind of a weird analogy, but he's basically like, you know, be a Jedi or go back to your foster daddy, Daddy Mando, and be with him to the rest of your days.
Mm-hmm.
I love how he was calling him a Mandalorian. Mandalorian. What's the word for it? Mandalorian sapling or something like that.
Okay, so the chainmail is made from Beskar steel.
Beskar iron.
Yeah, no, I mean
Beskar
the word for the young Mandalorian children.
Foundlings.
Yeah.
Now I will say this: I genuinely think, and you can thank New Rockstars for putting my mind towards this, but I think that we're gonna get Grogu's first words. I do think that for sure. But I also believe that Luke showing Yoda's lightsaber, if you look at his flashbacks, you see these the green lightsaber particularly flashing in his eye and like his pupils. And I think that like lightsabers now just kind of traumatize him. And I think because he does have both connections to the Jedi and to the Mandalorians as a foundling, I think he's going to take that chainmail, and I think they're going to give him the Darksaber.
Possible. But yeah, like
I would
also
love
the
to see
fact-
that.
It's like not only that, but we also see Luke like basically converse and interact with Ahsoka.
That was nice.
And then my question was like, okay, so she knew Anakin became Vader. Well, found out, but yeah.
She's known at
But
this point.
But she didn't know about Luke probably until like meeting him. And then seeing it what his last name was, he's like, oh, he's Anakin's little kid.
What I think it is I think she knew. I think she knew about it. I still think that there was a lot of Jedi that knew that Ahsoka, or that knew that Padme was pregnant. Because
Jedi.
you can thank the Clone Wars for that, especially particularly season 7. I think Obi-Wan knew that Padme was pregnant. I genuinely do. I think there's no way that they didn't. And then I also believe that Ahsoka knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ahsoka knew for sure. But
I think she was the first person to find out besides Anakin.
I don't think she was the first person to find out. I think Anakin was, but I genuinely think that I think that Ahsoka always knew. Now, I think that she found out about Luke later on because of the if you guys have watched Rebels, how she ends up being saved.
Time travel bullshit.
Yeah, basically time travel bullshit, but that is going to go into the Ahsoka series that we are going to be getting. So I will say, I think how she was saved, I think that's how she found out about Luke. I genuinely think that's how she found out about Luke.
They should probably show how they actually end up meeting.
I think they will.
Wow. What an asshole.
The other thing that they could do is it could just be that she sensed that he was a Skywalker, and then she's like, your last name wouldn't happen to be Skywalker, would it? And it'd be like, yeah, it is. And it's like, wow, I knew your father before he turned, that kind of thing. So I genuinely think it's not going to be that simple. I think it is going to be more complicated of like, she always knew, and she actively sought to find him.
Yeah,
So.
but anyhow, before this turns into this could be a whole fucking speculation, but
You're not wrong.
Cad motherfucking Bane.
Yes, Cad motherfucking Bane in live action.
Oh, bro, I was
And
so
still
fucking excited. I saw him, bro.
for all of these years. Like,
Yeah, they said he survived the Clone Wars. He was one of the few bounty hunters that survived it.
yeah. Aura Singh did too, but then Mando ended up killing her. But sadly, that was an off-screen thing that I wish I would have loved to see. But yeah, the fact that he's still alive and was still doing what he does best, my mind was basically went absolutely nuclear.
That being said, I don't think the lieutenant is dead. I don't think he's dead.
He's
not dead. He got winged
He got
in the
shot in the
shoulder.
arm.
He got shot in the shoulder.
Yeah.
Now his deputy's fucked. His
Yeah, he
deputy's
deserved it.
beyond dead. Yeah.
I feel like his deputies
Probably
are
fine. Deputy is probably he's gone.
Beyond fucked, yeah. Now, I will say this. I noticed that at first I was like, wait, why does he look weird? Why is his skin really, really pale? And then I realized, oh, yeah, he's fucking aged out. Yeah. I forget he's not spry anymore.
Some people actually took edited it so that he'd look more accurate.
His skin is darker. Well, I mean, it's supposed to show that he's kind of worn out at this point. I think he's been on Tatooine a lot longer than we think. I genuinely believe that Cad Bane has been on Tatooine for quite a while. Just working with the pipes.
Yeah, the Pikes were in the Clone Wars and Rebels to an extent.
They
as well.
were, but not as bad. Not as bad as this. Now, I will say this.
I don't remember whether or not they're part of the Shadow Collective.
I can't help but notice this, especially because the new Dune movie has come out. But I always knew that Dune was a heavy inspiration for Star Wars.
Definitely.
Now they're literally talking about desert spice
Oh, wow.
on Tatooine.
Not the kind you put in food.
No, like spice. They're just talking about spice, and
It's
that
like
was one of the
stars
most
equivalent of, like,
overt.
drugs.
Like anytime that they brought it up in Clone Wars, I'm like, okay, that's a Dune reference because that is the most overt Dune reference because it is literally called the same thing in both mediums.
Okay.
Sam.
Even when Spice was supplying, wasn't Spice supplying the last part of the Empire during the last few movies?
Spice supplies a whole bunch of shit. Like spice is like very, very valuable, even though it's essentially a drug. But it can also be used as a fuel source.
And Kessel is like where you could get that shit.
Kessel is originally
one
where you
place.
could get it, and then apparently since now they found a lot of it on Tatooine, that's a big deal. So apparently it's on like a whole bunch of planets too. But I know that you can mine it from
Like,
Kessel.
I'm pretty sure we answered probably back. The big free crush is the third one about Ahsoka. I mean, we just obviously talked about it. Kind of inconclusive, but also like, what has Cad Bane been up to? And the second one is how in the absolute shit did Luke recover Yoda's lightsaber? Because go back to episode 3.
I personally think Yoda did. I think Yoda recovered it himself and then kept it in a box. And then I think Luke, yeah, I think he found it, and then whenever he passed, Luke found it as well. Like Luke found it on his personal belongings. I genuinely think that's what was going on.
I kind of would. It kind of like. Well, it doesn't matter. The fact that he had it, like, I was just like, okay, this makes episode 3 look like a little goofy. That scene. But yeah, like, it's rather interesting, you know, like.
There's a lot of questions going on about how if Grogu survived it because of the Mandalorian armor or not. They're saying that he wore the Mandalorian armor, and that's the reason why Grogu survived that.
You're talking about the Order 66? No.
No. After when Solo's son killed everybody.
Oh.
There's no clue on that, honestly.
I'm telling you right now, because even though that is the same temple, just not fully built yet. I'm telling you right now, I don't think Grogu's going to be his first student. I genuinely don't. I do not believe that Grogu. I think Grogu's going to go with the Mandalorian, and then I think he's going to end up wielding the Darksaber. That's just how I feel.
I mean,
then we have to figure out what the Darksaber goes to next, because you watch Rebels and then you watch the last part of the Rebels series.
Patton was like apparently like she was cursed when Sabine like gave her the Darksaber, and then
she didn't win it. Now I will say this: the engineer lady, she apparently there might, because I noticed she has horns on her helmet. There's a lot of people saying that she might have been part of the Death Watch that served Maul, because they even said that like that particular sect of the Mandalorians is essentially a cult. They're a religious cult. So I genuinely do not think. I think Mando's probably a golden star out of the fucking rotten eggs, but I genuinely do not think that is the correct Mandalorian way. But I feel like because of what happened to Mandalore, that it's more of a story of that's why Bo-Katan needs to win the Darksaber, and that's why.
So she can fucking bring Mandalore back together and shit.
Well, that's the whole reason. I know that's what she wants to do, but I genuinely think it's going to be Grogu or Din Djarin to bring back. I think Din Djarin should bring back.
I was just remembering. Funny thing about the Feds.
Okay.
Django was found on Concord Dawn. where the legit Mandalorians, like, you know, he was a child when some shit happened on Concordian Dawn, and then the legit Mandalorians, which include his mentor Jaster Muriel, which is technically legend ship, but anyway, they found him, he became a foundling, and then
Right.
he has a legit claim on being a Mandalorian. Now, Boba, no.
Well, if you think about it, Boba is the biological offspring, so technically with that armor...
Not an alter clone of Jango, but yes.
Well, yes, but then that would technically mean that any clone could be a Mandalorian. But they were altered clones. They were genetically altered to grow faster. Whereas Jango let Boba not. Like, he let Boba essentially be a kid version of himself. So I'm not saying that Jango... I'm not saying Jango has... Or not Jango. I'm not saying Boba has no... I'm not saying he has every claim. I'm just saying he doesn't necessarily have no claim. He is essentially Jango fat. Hence the reason he still has his father's chain code. So that I genuinely... Well, yeah, because it is his father's armor. Boba Fett's armor is just... Yeah. Yeah,
I was gonna say, couldn't all the clones be counted as Mandalorian?
But they were genetically altered.
Then was found by folks that were kind of like descendants of folks that were in the Death Watch, which
they are the Death Watch. Yeah, the ones that found Din were the Death Watch.
Yeah,
they're like basically
they were known as something else at first, but then they became known as the Death Watch after Maul took control of Mandalore.
Mm-hmm.
And also gutted Pre Vizsla.
Yep.
Yeah. Basically,
Pre Vizsla is like where, like, the Vizsla house is where the Darksaber kind of originated.
Mm-hmm. Hey, so Tyron?
Yeah. Anyway, any other thoughts, concerns, sarcastic
Do you
remarks?
have any thoughts, comments, concerns on Book of Boba Fett Episode 6?
Not really much. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You haven't watched it, have you?
Bring other
I haven't watched it.
back
No,
in.
I don't really have time to watch jack shit. I barely had time to watch one episode of One Punch Man today. Like,
Fair enough.
goddamn.
That is fair.
When's the third season coming?
Yeah.
For what?
One Punch. I've been.
Anyways,
But, like
if
I
you guys
said,
are ready,
once I get the chance, I'll get the chance to watch it.
yeah, I got you. If you guys are ready, I'm thinking we're gonna go ahead and just wrap this up.
yeah, let's wrap it up.
All right, so
Oh,
thank you all for those that joined in either afterwards or have joined in on the live. I have been BlackShip56. This has been the Snodacast. I have been joined by Shadow, even though he's now gone, Gallows, Joker, aka Joe, and of course the one, the only, Binks, aka Tyron.
Awful, man. Thank you.
Yeah, and of course, like I said, I have been BlackShip56.